What we're doing is the pedestrian safety enforcement. We participate in a grant that's provided by Oregon Impact and ODOT. We get a lot of complaints on our main street where our businesses are that public can't cross the streets and they're waiting too long for cars and nobody's stopping for them. So we elected to be a part of this grant so that we could help spread the awareness and get people to respond and stop for pedestrians when they're in the crosswalk.
There's a lot that goes into it that works both the education, the enforcement, but also looking at the environment and how things are built to see if we can do better and make things like crosswalks safer.
We go to a training on how to properly set this up.
We set 2 cones at a certain distance based on what the speed of the roadway is. And it gives a marker so when the decoy steps out, they see that the car is outside of the cones and well beyond the cones before they step and kind of break that plane of the crosswalk. Then they wait for that car to stop. If the car stops, they proceed through the crosswalk. If the car doesn't stop, then we send a chase bike after them and the bike will stop the violator. Depending on where the violation occurs and what happens is whether it's enforcement or education.
So when I talked to them about the law, you could tell that they were kind of like, okay, you know, I didn't realize that. And so that's kind of what we're gearing towards is educating folks about what the law really is.
The majority of our stops are warnings, but sometimes a warning just might not be good enough. The more egregious violations where our walker is, nearly hit, we usually cite those ones. We videotape all of our violations. We give them a pamphlet with the information on why these crosswalk enforcements are beneficial.
It's inevitable when we do one of these projects that we'll get somebody that, especially if somebody got a citation, they'll circle and they'll film and they try to get evidence that they believe that what's going on here is entrapment. The legal definition of entrapment is causing somebody to do something that they otherwise wouldn't do. And the way that we set these up is we're not causing people to drive by the pedestrian, they're choosing to do that on their own.
If you're aware of what's going on and you abide by the laws, you're not going to get stopped. Our department does these grants for the public. That's why we apply for it every year, because we are having a big problem with people crossing the street.
At the end of the day, for us as traffic officers, going out and trying to do our best to make the roads safer through one contact at a time. If that's what we do and that's what we get from people, then I'm completely happy with that.